Is it made of gold? I'm back. So you know what my mom told me yesterday, bro? And it kind of hurt me a little bit, like, but I had to take it. She was like, you know what? You have so many different ideas, but you haven't done anything. You don't stick to anything. You haven't done anything. And I'm gonna be honest, that hurt. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized, you know, Mom, you're right. I've had all these different ideas. I wanted a clothing brand. I wanted to, I actually started a clothing brand. Didn't work out for whatever reason. I wanted to do real estate, trying to buy properties and things like that. I wanted to do this YouTube channel. I mean, you can see, ain't nothing really been happening with that. So, I want to do basketball training. I want to do all these different things, and none of it came to pass because I had no dedication. I wasn't dedicated. And I would let one issue just get me down. Your execution is one of the most important things in life, and that's what I'm beginning to realize. I'm starting to understand that I really want to identify and correct these behaviors to be a businessman, to get my channel popping, to do all these different things. This guy doing stocks, you know, YouTube, whatever the case may be. How can I get some money? How can I do this? And we all just start at step one, and we end at step one. I feel I have these talents. I feel I have these gifts. I read this. I've made these changes in my life, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to be vulnerable. I'm afraid to let somebody stumble across my channel with 0 views and things like that. I feel like I'll look stupid. Not for a pity party, not for sympathy, but this is just real authentic. I feel, this is just new territory for me. So I feel like for a lot of us, it's easy to plan, but not easy to execute because you're fearful. And that's just the reality of it. And it's hard to sit there and take in failure as preparation. No one likes to fail. I don't like to lose. I'm a very competitive person. And I know that a lot of us are competitive. So it sucks when you put in a lot and then you lose. It sucks. I post a video, I get 0 views. Dang, bro, I got 0 views. But that's the start. And one thing I'm realizing is you can't prepare your way out of failure. It's inevitable. You gonna fail. Every single thing. I go back to my job. Like when I first started, I was not good. I failed. I messed up. Like I work at Chick-fil-A. And so I worked the cash register in the beginning. I messed up orders. In the drive-thru, everywhere else. I messed up orders. I was in the kitchen. I burnt chicken nuggets. I burnt them. I mean, I can go back and I'll insert this picture. It's been one of my other videos. My biscuits were horrible in the beginning. When I made biscuits for the morning time for breakfast, they were horrible. And every single time, I improved and got better. And it's like, if I could translate this mindset to what I'm doing right now, I can be a better person. Forget the views, forget touching $1 million, but I can be a better person. And so I think a lot of us, we just want to be so good so fast because we're watching everybody else. This stuff really is poison. Now we can use it to connect with one another, to vent about struggles and come together. But a lot of this stuff is poison because you're watching the next man, because you're influenced by the music, you're influenced by the hype, by the media, and all of it's a facade, all of it's a lie. And when you have preparation, you have confidence, man. So when you gotta keep failing. And that's the thing that I'm realizing, you gotta keep failing. Because when I'm prepared, I got confidence. Well, I know I'm prepared. I got confidence. And that's something that's big because now I can stand on my own. You ain't gotta support me because I already know what I bring to the table. And that is the type of confidence that I got from my job, from working. That's the confidence I got when I used to play sports, when I was playing video games and I kept playing for hours and I perfected that. Now I got that confidence. I'm not concerned about you. But when it comes to something like this, or trying to start your own business or taking these major risks, I have such a lack of confidence. And I know a lot of people have these same feelings, such a lack of confidence that we don't even start. And that's a problem. That's an issue. You gotta start. And once you fail, then you make adjustments. And that's really key. I fail, and I make adjustments. And so failure is a part of preparation, bro. That just is what it is. It's a major part of preparation. And another thing I feel like we all, kind of battle with is doing too many things at one time. Watching too much TV, watching too much of this man and this man. You got people wanting to be YouTubers. You got people wanting to do rap. You got people wanting to do clothing brand. You got people wanting to do X, Y, and Z. You can't do 50 different things starting out. Perfect one lane, understand business, period, and then attack another area. See, my problem is, just like all of us in the generation, quitting too fast. Oh, this didn't work, so I'm jumping ship. Well, you jump ship before you see any change, how are you ever going to do anything? And that's a huge issue. A lot of us are doing. We jumping ship before we prove anything happened. And it's very difficult, I understand, to really stand on your own and start all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, you gotta pick that thing and stick to it. It was a big issue to me, and still is a big issue for me. I've had some success in some areas, saved up a little bit of money, been able to save up and do some things, but I'm still working. And it's like, it's important that we identify these things ahead of time so that we can better be prepared. But you have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to lose at this one thing long enough to win. That's the principle. To stay down till you come up. All that. I mean, that's how you become a leader. That's how you become a businessman, businesswoman, stuff like that. Taking those L's. And I'm realizing this stuff, but I really have to do it. And it's really getting to a point in my life where it's like, you either do this or you're going to be behind. You said, I'm tired of working that 9 to 5. And I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to you. You don't want to work that no more. And it's not even about the 9 to 5. It's just the fact that you don't want to be in the same position that you've always been in or you watch your people be in. You want to move up. You want to elevate. I don't never want to worry about money. I want to work. I want to get up at 6. If I get up at 6, I don't want to get up at 6 for my job. I want to get up at 6 for my business. That's what I want to do. I get up at 4 in the morning to go to work, to do stuff for another company. I'm just like, dog, when I get home, I'm tired. And I do nothing for myself. How am I going to ever get to that level if I don't do stuff for myself? And that's the problem with a lot of us. We lack that motivation. We'll do it tomorrow. We put it all off. And then we do nothing. We do nothing, bro. It's crazy, man. And it really, it's an issue that I've been battling, bro. So no matter how ugly it gets, how bad it gets, guys, like, we just gotta stick with it. It's day by day. And don't watch all these other people on here. Now, they did make some success because they kept going and persevering. But everything you see on TV ain't real. All these people ain't as tough as they claim to be, ain't got all the money they claim to have. It's a facade, bro. Just stay humble and run your race. But remember, stick to one thing. Stop doing 100 things. Something I'm trying to remember as well. Stop doing 100 things. You have accomplished nothing. My mama told me, bro, you ain't did nothing. I'm like, dog, that hurt. But it's facts. I ain't did nothing. Stick to one thing. Complete your task. Day by day, build steps. You build a YouTube channel, put in the effort. Put in the effort and just build. If nothing else, just practice talking. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm telling myself this as I'm telling you guys this as well. We family. We're connecting like that we're family. Build, build,